Hi, I am Kelly Gilbert with the Haven of Hope, a local nonprofit that serves domestic and sexual violence victims here in our community. I wanted to tell you a little bit today about what it is we do. We were started in 1985, and we have an emergency hotline that's run 24/7. That number is 1-800-435-7739, and that's the best way to start services. We also have an emergency shelter for those in immediate danger. And then we have an outreach office here in Manchester that serves Coffee and Moore counties. And that number is 931-723-3852. And so I wanted to tell you a little bit more about what that looks like. Our biggest and most important thing is we talk about safety. And so we do safety and needs assessments, and those can be done over the phone and they can be done in office. Of course, with COVID, in office is a little more scheduled, so that number 931-723-3852 is really important to start if you want to talk to somebody, an advocate here in Manchester to help you out. But part of that is we talk about safety and what that is and find out what options and rights are available to victims in our area. Sometimes it's just, I've never told anybody what's happening in my life, and I just want to talk to somebody who might understand that. Talking about the effects of domestic violence in our life, or if we've suffered from a sexual violent episode and those traumas that we endure. So there's advocates available to talk through and walk through that. We have even counseling and some other options for that. We also help connect with local resources and other local nonprofits that help provide things and get stability that way. Help folks make a game plan and walk beside them in that. And some of those options do include, or what those judicial options and rights are. Whether it is advocacy with going to the police department, because sometimes it's a scary thing when we're going through court and what those rights are. So advocates will walk through you with that as well. And part of that would be helping petition for an order of protection and walking through that process. So folks understand, and they're not alone. While we're not attorneys and we don't practice law, but we are there as advocates to be eyes and ears and support. So they don't have to walk through that process alone. We also provide food boxes, personal care items, cleaning supplies, things that help people stretch their dollars further, especially when they're having to start over, or if they're staying with supportive family and friends in that regard. So our big goal is to kind of help them walk through this time of life where it's traumatic and they're trying to rebuild. So part of that is we just want to help walk through that process, whatever that looks like for everybody. So if you would like to help us do that, I would appreciate it. But be sure to share at least our 800 number if you have somebody in your life that you want to help. And that's 1-800-435-7739.